Did you guys know that it's physically impossible for a pig to look up into the sky? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Wilson Brothers podcast. My name is Isaac. This is David. This is Jordan the Viking, our guest that is always here, apparently. But we love him, and we're excited to talk about this. Just dropped as we're recording this. It's actually being on YouTube.
It's live right
now on YouTube.
Well, we recorded this, so it'll be about a day after. But when we're recording this.
And by the way, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos and catch up on all that we're doing. And we'll post some as well at the end so you can take a look at. Officer Tatum is on whatever podcast. If you don't know who he is, he used to be a cop. And now he turned into a social media star, basically, and reacts to a lot of controversial things from politics to culture to movies, etc. We're going to react to just what's going on in the conversation. We don't really know.
I have no idea because it's
just
live.
It's live as we're going, but we found it a little tasty, so we're going to check it out.
Off, man, like you just no longer want to deal
I mean, I'm pretty sure the perfect one will come along. The right one will come along. Just right now, they're all trash.
All men are
The ones, yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because a lot of them I've had try to come at me where I would find out they were married or they had girlfriends because I'd all of a sudden get random people messaging me, how do you know so-and-so? You know?
Says a lot about you.
Then I'd find out. So it's like, it's just garbage.
Okay.
All men are trash. Apparently we're trash because we're a part of all men.
I'm not trash. Speak for yourself.
I hate such blanket statements like that.
She's just been hurt. Obviously, there's something going on in her psyche. You know, she's sitting on the whatever podcast.
Well, hold on. This is also the problem. She's saying the perfect one will come along. There's no such thing, dude.
Man, that would be nice, though.
If the right man came along for you.
Yeah, no, the right woman, dummy.
All right, let's keep going.
All men are trash.
Pretty much. I'm pretty sure there's like a percent there that's not.
Sure.
But
You'd say more so trash than not trash. Mm-hmm. What percentage would you have to say? Like, what percentage of men are trash, do you think?
And what percent? All ages, honey, because there's young guys that try to come to me, older guys that try to come to me, and they're just...
You saying all men that you have dealt with are trash? Are you making a projection that you think the men that you haven't communicated with yet are trash?
All the guys that have tried to come towards me are trash. Mm-hmm.
Just a reminder, everybody, just try to speak into the microphones if you can, get close to them. So, what percentage? 90%, 95%?
Like let's say
97.77 for
90, yeah.
90?
Because I'm going to leave a small percentage because there probably really is good guys out there.
Yeah.
But then if they're the good guys, then they're boring. You know, it's just...
Pause.
So I think that... What kind?
She likes the bad boy. She just doesn't want to admit it.
Well, that's the thing. All girls really like their men to be able to be bad boys. Like, because to a degree, like, bad boys.
Wow, I'm a bad boy.
And like they do project a level of masculinity that is attractive
Leaders,
to women.
they're direct.
They're direct.
They're direct. They're rebellious, right? Which is innately like masculine.
Yeah, a good woman wants a man to assert that role of protector, provider. Also, not agreeing with everything she says.
Yeah,
I don't think a wife one day that I get married to wants me to agree with everything she says, and vice versa. Women want a man that's going to stand up for what he believes in and stand up for, even if it's not the same as her.
And see, what the thing is, I can diagnose the issue here without her even having to say it.
You should go on the whatever podcast.
This girl spends way too much time in bars and clubs. Those are the types of men that she deals with on the regular, and that's why she thinks all men are trash. I wonder if they're going to
ask her that.
Because
like, where do you hang out? Like, where do you actually spend your time?
It's about your surroundings.
It is.
If you're out there all the time on the town.
But I chose a nightclub over the gym, and I'm kind of still doing cardio dancing.
At night, you're not going to attract the kind of guys that you want to be.
I got a saying for you.
What?
You attract what you behold.
You and your random statements.
Guys, listen. Whether you're a man or a woman, spending time at bars and clubs is not a good way to find somebody. You have a better chance of winning the lottery twice in a row than finding a good person at a bar and a club.
That's a little skewed of a
Is there a
stat,
statistic backing that up? Because I like what you're saying.
I'm just no. But look, I've done security in bars and clubs for years now.
Yeah.
It's not
You wrote me
going
into
to happen. It's not going to happen. If you want to find, if you're a female and you're looking for a legitimate good guy, instead of going to the bars and clubs on Fridays and Saturdays, instead go to the gym during those times where everyone else is at the bar.
Or
You're going to find an incredibly disciplined man on his mission, and he's not going to care about any of the crap that makes men bad. Same thing for men. If you want to find a good woman, don't go to the bars and clubs. Go to the gym or go to a church that's holding an event during times when everyone's at the bar and club.
Or have a friend that you really trust hook you up with somebody that they trust.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, she's referring to men that are coming on to her in the weirdest ways, whether messaging her online or at a bar or a club. Those are I'm assuming those are the kind of people she's talking about, but it goes both ways. Men can't complain about
I want to
women
see why.
that
I
way,
want to
or
see
women can't.
Tatum and Brian's response to her saying they're boring.
That's interesting.
You know,
If
like
they're
there could be
boring.
the good guys that do try to come and talk to me, and they're just,
You don't like the good guys? What do you?
I mean, okay, I like them to be. I wish there was a solid guy, right? Like a funny, solid guy that has his things going for himself, that has all the things that I have going for myself. But it's like you either get a good guy and he's boring, or you get a guy who's not boring but he's trashy.
Where are you meeting these guys?
Thank you.
Good question.
Just everywhere.
Ask
I'm
the-
just
Just everywhere. No.
You
You see that?
Hold on.
You see the deflection? She said, "Oh well,
You
just
see the girl in the
everywhere."
red though? You see the girl in the red? Isn't that the girl who asked where you meeting these guys?
I think it was the girl next to her.
Those girls are even dressed more modestly.
Yeah.
They just carry themselves. Look at the way they're sitting.
Well, I love this question was asked. I had to rewind it because I couldn't hear what was happening.
Sorry, that just hyped me up.
All right, so I rewinded it like 10 seconds.
but he's trashy.
Where are you meeting these guys?
Yes. Girl red.
Just everywhere, hun. Just
Oh, where are they
if I'm
approaching-
out, if
where are they
I-
approaching you?
It doesn't matter. I could be at a store. I could be anywhere.
What's the first thing they say to you when they approach you?
Do you have a man?
What's the next one?
Can I get your number? What's your name? Are you from here?
And I'm assuming that at least one of those guys you've given your number out, you've communicated.
No,
with that
I won't give them my
No,
number.
I'm saying at some point you've communicated with somebody,
Not them.
not them. Okay.
Okay.
What makes them boring?
The backwards logic here. If,
So
these,
wait,
if
hold
these
on.
aren't the men you're not giving your number to, then how do you know they're bad men?
I am so baffled. She's saying these are the men. They're just asking normal questions. Hey, what's your name? You know, are you from around here? Can I have your number? No, you can't, because I guess that's creepy.
Man,
but if you're in a bar or a
I
club,
was feeling tired when we first started recording this. Now I'm jacked up.
Dude.
all right, let's keep going. I have to hear this.
Personality.
What about their personality makes them boring?
Like if they're just like if they're just like a boring type, that there's no personality, they're not funny, they're just very plain, like bland, like that's boring to me.
And what about the bad guy excites you?
Here we go.
the chase, right? It's the chase, and the bad guy, I don't know.
No, yes,
okay,
you
I
do
checked all
know.
the crazy
Wait, let her answer.
better.
Let her answer. Go ahead.
The bad guy, what is it about I don't know. Maybe it is the chase. I don't know. It could be the chase. It could.
Well, they're
it's
exciting,
It's
right?
the looks. It's the looks.
The looks. Mm-hmm. When you say looks, are we talking like blasted?
Hell
tats,
yeah, I
face
like tattoos. No, not the face tattoos.
Not face
that's
tattoos.
what people think I like. People think
Okay.
I like face tats. I don't like the face tats. But I do like a guy with tattoos.
Do you like? I'm probably the whitest person ever saying this. Do you like a gangster?
Yeah.
That's your problem.
That's your problem.
We have diagnosed the
We've
problem.
died. She likes a gangster. She likes a guy that's
Probably
what
selling
do you
drugs.
associate being a gangster?
Selling drugs.
Just somebody
treating
that just
women
wants
like
her
crap.
for her appearance.
Degeneracy.
Someone
Degeneracy.
that only wants somebody that only wants her to have sex with her.
Yeah.
That's literally what it is.
Yeah.
That's so you're saying
And
you
ladies
don't,
and gentlemen, where do you meet these people?
Bars and clubs.
because
bars
she
and
won't give
clubs.
the guys that she meets in everyday life a chance because they're not funny or they don't have a personality. If I come up to you, Jordan, and or you're a girl and I'm a guy, there you go. I say, hey, my name's David. I just saw you, walk around. I think you're. I think you're a very attractive woman, and can I just have your number? I'd love to take you out sometime. Like, what does she expect me to do? Come up to you and be like, did you realize that rhinos have 8% body fat? Like, what does she expect? She just met the dude.
I don't.
Like, I get that she wants somebody with sense of humor, but if you just met somebody 5 seconds ago, you can't judge their personality.
Let me break it down again. She said that she likes to chase, right?
Yeah. She's not letting them have the chase.
She's not letting them chase.
See, this
freaking ass.
Again, this is how I know she is spending too much time in bars and clubs, because the music is so loud there. You're not allowed to have meaningful conversations. So what it really boils down to is how well you're approached and how quickly the guy can charm her in short spurts to get her attention.
Microwave flirting.
It's teaching women short interactions are to be rewarded.
All right, let's keep going.
And she's been drinking, so she's more relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in normal day environment, she can't enjoy the presence of a man.
Real quick, before we go back, Jordan, when you are working security, over the course of the night, the women that come up to us and flirt with us or talk to us, at the beginning of the night, it's not as direct, right?
It's not as direct. It's usually
later on.
It's smiles,
indirect looks. But as the night continues, they
the
drink more.
inhibitions get lowered,
go out the window,
and they become way more direct.
Guys, it's like Amazon, direct to consumer.
Yeah, it's wild.
So then,
well, that's your problem.
So then you're gonna keep repeating a pattern. You already have a pattern, so then you're gonna keep seeing the same guy. So yeah. So then, how do you plan to get a nice guy?
See, but that's not true though, because like I said, there's the boring type of guys that are also tatted up too, and they're not bad.
Boring.
They're just, it's the personality.
Well, when you say they're boring, how are they boring?
They're just, like I said, no personality. They're just very bland, you know. Not only that, but and then they're like too on me, and I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't like when a guy's too much.
That's
on
what it
me.
is. They're simps.
You gotta speak into
I think that's
They're
like
too
a
nice of
self-love
guys who are
issue.
simps.
I think sometimes if you don't think that you are
you gotta speak
more.
Get closer to the mic. Come on.
Sorry. I was just saying that I think sometimes if you don't think that you deserve that kind of love, you'll ignore it when it's there, and you'll go after the person
Blondie
who's
has
ignoring
good
you because you
vibes
think that you deserve that. But even if you think that you love yourself, sometimes you can do that to yourself.
She's a
pause
she's
it.
a therapist.
This is gonna have to be it, because like
you can't do it anymore.
I gotta go, and this is just breaking my head, because it's just she's only seeing one side of the extreme or the other. Like, she doesn't understand that there's a middle ground of men who are just as masculine as the bad guys, but who aren't doing bad guy crap.
Yeah.
And those guys are in the gym. They're on their purpose. They're not hanging out in bars and clubs, which is where you're obviously spending the majority of your time. You're not going to find anything but one extreme or the other. You're going to have the gangster who's incredibly bad for you, or you're going to have simps crawling all over you.
Are you looking for a fling, or are you looking for a husband?
Exactly. If you're looking for a husband,
for you women, are you looking for a fling, or are you looking for a husband?
Yeah, you're not going to find it in a bar.
Exactly. Let's see. I want to see real quick. I know you have to go soon. Let's see if we can get Tatum to say anything else. If he doesn't, then we'll end it.
No,
Come on, Tatum, speak up.
Wait, so hold on. So you said men are trash. Would you say, like, when you say trash, they're like kind of toxic, kind of?
Yeah, they're very toxic.
But you just said that you dislike boring men, and you like men who are
like, I just wish they were
like bad boys and exciting. So you are,
I like
and
a challenge.
Women often, like, it seems to me that women often complain about men being toxic, but this is the behavior that women reward. So men see this.
Thank you.
You reward jerks. You reward the bad boys. So men will see that. There might genuinely be guys that were just always destined to be the bad boys, but some men are going to start acting in a certain way that, like, we're responding to you guys. Because we see, okay, if like you respond to men treating you poorly, then some men are going to treat you poorly.
Yeah. The men that normally like are bad boys have some degree of game. Usually that game comes from they've had lots of practice to, like, lots of women. They have like a decent success rate. So I do think like the nice guys, and then this type of behavior is training them to become toxic. I don't think they would do that, because toxic guys usually they're good at what they do.
I think she just wants a faithful gangster.
So
A faithful
Yeah, I think that's what she wants.
That's in the DSM.
that's crazy. I mean, not you, but that sentiment seems crazy. A faithful gangster.
Yeah.
But you know, I
There's
just
one
wonder
out there.
if you had to look at, if you looked in the mirror, you say, what are you in their eyes? Like, what do you represent? Do you think that you are a nice woman, or you think you are boring?
I
you
can
think you're
be nice.
exciting?
You can be nice.
Yeah, I'm not boring.
Yeah, that's the problem. she's got.
$100.
All right.
All right, we'll end it there.
Yeah, I want to comment to Brian's point because he does bring up a valuable point.
Yeah.
Because this channel is all about helping men become more masculine, and there is a flip side to the coin. While men do have the power to end the hookup culture, women, you have to understand, you have the power to do so too, because you are rewarding the bad behavior in men by continuing to go out to the bars and clubs. Like, I don't think you understand. If all women agreed one day, hey, from now on, like, let's make men do handstands and walk at least 100 feet before we go home and have sex with them, men everywhere would start practicing walking hands. We would make a sport out of it. Okay? You have the power to dictate kind of what it is that men are supposed to do in order to court you. So if you just stop going to bars and clubs, guess what? Men are going to stop going to bars and clubs too. They're going to start acting more accordingly.
The problem is when you are used to a specific kind of guy, bad boy that you find exciting, then when you actually come across a man that's marriage material that might just want to build a family and build a life with you,
He's boring.
Then he's boring. So what you're saying is you like crazy men.
No, she just likes toxicity.
Well, what it is is she's
men.
quite
Toxic
literally
is fun to her.
Yeah.
Toxic is, I don't know what he's gonna do next. Is that
She's not ready to get married.
So she's not ready for.
Well,
a
no.
recommitment.
What this really is it's a huge tell to why women having a high body count is so bad for them, because she's obviously has a high body count with particularly gangster, bad, rebellious men, and now that's all she has to compare to. So every man must meet that standard to some degree or another, and it just makes everything else beneath that look boring.
Yeah, I like what Officer Tatum said. He said you have to also think about how you come across to men. What kind of men are you attracting? Because that's incredibly important, because it's the same with men, right? If you're a playboy and you're doing all of this, a woman that wants a husband is going to look at you and say, you're not marriage material. And then you're just going to get the girls that just want to sleep around and do crazy things. So you have to look at it from the other person's perspective, the other side's perspective, in order to get a holistic approach on what am I doing wrong? Am I attracting the people I want or not?
At the end of the day, you got to look in the mirror.
Yep.
Because radical ownership and self-accountability is not preached at all. And I guarantee you, if we were to watch this for the next hour to 2 hours, that's what Officer Tatum is going to preach to these women.
100%. But it's live, so we can't.
Look into the mirror. Who are you and what are you attracting? You are what you attract.
Yeah.
You attract what you are, rather. So with the women, I know that not all the women on the panel are the same, but specifically the one we're diagnosing, she has enveloped this persona or invited this type of man in by her actions. I can be nice. That's what she said.
But
I can be.
Which quite literally means she's not being nice.
She's not nice. So if women, we're pleading with you, if you want to see a change in the way men behave, I know men, you have your own self-accountability. You have to take responsibility for going to the bars and the clubs. You're on your own. If you want to be a good, high-value man, a man with purpose and dignity and moral code, stop going to bars and clubs. Take that energy and put it elsewhere. But for the same for women, right? If you want a real man that's going to build a family with you, you're not going to find him at a bar.
No.
You're not going to find him on a dating app. We know people
very
that have got
low chance.
Very low chance. And all it's going to do is going to frustrate you. It's going to create this persona of all the other good men that come in the future will be compared to those bad men, which could cause you to not meet that man
you're gonna miss
who's
out.
going to be your husband one day and potentially bear the seed of your offspring.
Yeah. If you take anything away from this video, stop going to bars and clubs to shop. You're not going to find what you're looking for.
If you're going to go with your girls to a bar, the purpose of it is go
No.
This is the caveat,
if you're going
right?
out to a bar with your girlfriends, you need to find better girlfriends.
Here's the thing. If you decide you do, though, because some people are going to do it anyways. If you decide you're going to go out to a bar with your girlfriends, go at 9 to like 9:30 or 10, then leave. Because
See.
all the crazies show up around
11.
11:30 to 12. So if you want to go get a drink with your girlfriends, whatever, like go earlier, because Jordan and I know from experience working security at bars and clubs, the crazies start coming out around 11:30 to 12. So that's just
I'll push back against that a little bit.
Yeah.
Like if you feel like you need to drink that badly with your friends, go to the ABC store, pick up alcohol that you like, go back to one of their houses and stay inside.
Okay, I'm going to fight back on that. If you and a couple of your girls want to go to a bar, have a couple of drinks, and hang out, you guys, that's fine, I feel like. It's about what is the purpose of going there.
Maybe they like the music, the ambiance.
What is the purpose
You can
of
play
it?
music at home.
No, that's fine. That's a little sexist.
You can like, no, it's not sexist.
No, it is. Because in my opinion, you can go out with some of your girls, have a good time, but what is the purpose? Is the purpose to pick up guys? If that's the whole purpose, then you got it wrong. But if you and your girls want to go out for a little bit to a bar, I mean, I know a lot of my friends that are girls that do that, and that's the purpose of it. It's just to go and hang out. You know, maybe you need some stuff you need to chat through, but you just want to be out of the house and just go grab some drinks. There's no problem.
Then don't
with
go
that.
to compromise. Don't go to a nightclub.
No, that's fine.
Look,
that's fine.
get a disco ball on Amazon for $20.
Jordan,
get
you're
a sound system and have your little soiree like in the freaking in a house somewhere.
Man, sometimes people just want to get out.
Tell me this. Why is it bad for girls to go to bars at all? I mean, even if it's the purpose is just to hang out, you guys. I mean, just the girls to hang out with them.
Because all right, let's hypothetically say that I was in the market for a good girl.
But
right?
I'm saying their goal is not to pick up a guy.
No, I understand that, but like even if that's not your intent going out, like it still casts a horrible light on you as a person.
I completely disagree. Because again, if you're going to a bar as a guy to find a girl, then we're also saying that guys shouldn't be doing that either. So the whole point of going to a bar should not be
and that's exactly what I'm saying. Guys shouldn't either.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm saying if we've gone to bars before, we just go to a cigar lounge, have a drink. That's fine. If girls want to do that, have a drink, it's fine. It's about what is the intention of the individual going out. Is their goal just to have a one night stand and then never see the person again? That's wrong. But if you're going out just a couple of you because you just need to get out of the house, my wife, doesn't really do that. But if sometimes she's around the kids so much, she wants to get out.
I know Jordan has to go. Here's my compromise. I'm going to meet in the middle on both of you. If you go out with your girls and you're getting to know them and you'll figure out who they are and their character very quickly going to a bar with them, specifically girls, right? You'll get to see, are they flirting with other men? Are they actually spending time with you? Are they on their phone the whole time? Are they getting extremely drunk and not actually caring about you at all and actually wanting to spend time with you? You'll learn if they're your friend pretty quickly.
That's probably true. Well, you have any final statements?
All I'm gonna say is like, I've been doing this for a long time. You might have good intent. You might just be there to hang out and get a drink or two and then leave. All I'm gonna say is being there at all is going to have you be judged by proxy. Well,
Who will you be judged by?
People who don't participate in that.
Which is how are they going to be like, oh, so she went to a bar one time, now I don't want anybody that does that?
What I'm saying is, let's say hypothetically, me and Hannah wasn't in a relationship and I was in the market for a good girl, right? Yeah. She might be a good girl, but because she went out to the bar with her friends, and even if it was just for a drink or two and she left, automatically, like, you're part of that culture. I saw you out at the bar. If I happen to see you outside of this system, like, I'm not talking to you.
See, I'm just going to be honest, man. That's judgmental to me because you're judging the motives of the individual that did that.
Yeah, birds of a feather flock together, bro.
It's also about going with people you trust. Don't go with people that are going to just lose
Don't go
it.
with a random group of girlfriends you just met.
Yeah.
If you've been friends with girls for, let's say, a decade, like Linda has, right?
Yeah.
Your wife. And they're married or they're in strong relationships. They're good, solid people.
That's
that you
what
trust.
I'm referring to.
Then if you guys want to have a girls' night and you go to a bar that's not crawling with creepy men that we deal with, like an actual, maybe a high end, like a tacos and tequila night. Do a little salsa action. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which my wife has done multiple times.
Okay, that could be fun. Do a little dancey dance, have a little tequila, and then go home. That's what they do, right? It's not. Jordan, I think we agree to disagree because it's the intentionality behind it. It's the people that you're going with. Do you have a track record with those people? Have you done life with those people? Can you trust that they have your back, people? Versus floozies that you just met that you're going out with that end up getting trashed and almost losing your job for. I think there's a big chasm there. It's not all grouped into one box.
All I'm going to say is there's a lot of caveats here that need to be filled in order for it to be okay. I'm saying it's better to be safe than sorry, and just not go at all. Find something better to do with your time.
Do you think men should never go to bars then?
Yes.
So you think bars should cease to exist?
Yes.
He wanted me to run for governor. And
as long as you have
bars.
it both ways, because the biggest problem is if we're just on women for this and that, and we're not doing it both ways, then it can appear.
I think it goes both ways. I don't think Jordan is saying it just
No,
for
I'm not
women.
saying just women, and it's okay for men to go out to bars too. I think it's a huge waste of time for men to go out to bars too.
We've gone to bars together.
Yeah, but we've gone to bars to play chess.
And
like
what
that's a huge
What if women go
difference.
to bars to dance salsa for 2
But see, the
songs?
thing is like if we played chess here and just had drinks in, that would be totally fine too.
We've actually gone to bars and not played chess.
That's a good point, David.
So what I'm saying is you can't have that double standard.
Yeah, but that goes back into what we were saying about Tristan Tate and how people evolve and ideologies change and things change. I don't just go out to bars to drink like that.
But we have in the last 6 months.
To play chess.
No, we played chess once.
Dude, we played chess until a bar closed.
One time.
I think suffice it to
That's
say,
the one time we've gone out to a bar in the last 6 months.
Suffice it to say, we all have strong opinions. I think that we can learn from each other in this scenario. And Jordan, you have valid points. David, you have valid points. I think the goal is don't intoxicate yourself in that culture.
Of course, it's the intent.
It's the intent. It's the people. There's a lot of variables, right? But the more variables, the more room that you can have to screw up too, right? The more variables in the equation, like Jordan was saying, the more potholes you have to fill to make sure you're safe, right?
Yeah.
So if you're willing to take those variables on, more power to you, but you could end up in a very bad situation.
Yeah.
So you have to understand weighing the risk. Is the risk high enough or low enough for you to go out with your friends and have a good time? Or could you do something that's a little bit more constructive that might not lead to somebody trying to get in a fight with you or some men coming up and hitting on your friend or whatever, right? It's just, there's a lot of variables when you go to a bar that Jordan and I have personally witnessed that those girls that go out with good intentions have no control over, right?
Yeah.
Well, don't go out at 2 a.m. on a Friday or Saturday.
No, I know. I'm just saying that it happens though because bar culture is very. Once people start drinking, even if it's at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, day drinkers coming from a football game or anything happened during the day, there are variables that have to be taken into consideration.
Yeah, I'm just saying we can't be hypocritical because me and you
there's
go
a
to the
happy
bar
balance.
sometimes.
Like I said, I think this conversation could be an entire podcast.
Oh, 100%.
Right? I think all of us, and that's the thing about this channel, guys, is that we come on here and we do disagree a lot. We have very strong opinions on very interesting conversations or dialogue with what's happening in culture today. And we want to continue the dialogue. We want to hear your feedback of what you guys think about the bar and nightclub scene. What have your experiences been? Write them down in the comments. Let us know what you guys have experienced in this actual scene. Guys, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to watch more videos, we have one right here and one right here. And if you really like this video and feel it in your plums, subscribe.
Peace.